Okay, we will call to order the regular meeting of the Batavia City Council for Monday, December 16th, 2013. I'd ask that you all rise for a brief invocation, and be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Tonight, as we enter into the holiday season, we are ever mindful of the many blessings and needs that are found within our community. We are thankful for all the progress and all the innovation and technologies and goodwill and generosity that has been shown in our community, especially yesterday with the Access Toy Committee's Toy Drive, where we have now served almost 600 Batavia children with Christmas articles. So we are thankful for the outpouring of generosity that Batavia experienced. We also tonight want to show a special blessing on those from our community and from throughout the United States of America who are serving on foreign soil in defense of the liberties of our nation during this holiday time. We just ask that a special blessing and guidance be showered upon them. Tonight, we ask for guidance and understanding as we deal with the items of business before us, knowing that each and every one of us is here with our hearts and minds, always seeking the best interests of the community of Batavia. We ask for all these blessings. Amen. Alderman Holman, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ask the city clerk to please call the roll.
Brown.
Here.
Clark.
Here.
Atack.
Here.
Stark.
Here.
Jansit.
Here.
Wolf.
Here.
Sparks.
Here.
O'Brien.
Here.
Callahan.
Here.
Holman.
Here.
Sam.
Here.
Vasilian.
Here.
Cerrone.
Here.
McFadden.
Here.
Let the record reflect that all 14 elected members of the city council are present and accounted for, so we obviously have the necessary quorum to conduct business. Moving then to item number 4, items to be removed, added, or changed on tonight's agenda. Alderman Sparks, do you have anything under?
I have nothing tonight.
Anybody else? Okay, moving then to item number 5, which is presentation of the consent agenda. Alderman Sparks, as Chairman of Governmental Services, would you present this, please?
Thank you, Your Honor. I propose we accept and place on file A, the JCOW minutes for October 15th, October 29th, November 26th, and December 3rd of 2013. B, the November 2013 building report. Approvals are C, December 6, 2013 payroll in the amount of $800,650.63. D, the December 13, 2013 accounts payable check register in the amount of $1,617,366.02. E, the City Council minutes for November 18, 2013. F, Ordinance 13-48, the 2014 wage and salary for non-collective bargained employees. G, the Ordinance 13-49, 2014 wage and salary for paid-on-call members of the Fire Department. H, Resolution 13-147-R, authorizing purchase of 2 trucks for Water and Wastewater Division. I, Resolution 13-148-R, authorizing contract for snow and ice removal services with Kozak Custom Landscapers for $48,865,000. J, approving the deed for sale of property on South Forest Avenue to Sherry B. Lauterbach in the amount of $11,000. I move that we accept and place on file the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Sparks, second by Alderman Brown for the approval of the consent agenda as presented. Any discussion? We'll call the roll, please.
Sparks.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Callahan.
Aye.
Holman.
Aye.
Sam.
Aye.
Vasilian.
Aye.
Cerrone.
Aye.
McFadden.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Clark. Atack.
Aye.
Stark.
Aye.
Jansit. Wolf.
Aye.
Consent agenda is approved, 14 yes, no nos, none absent. Okay, moving to item number 6 on our agenda, which are matters from the public for items not on our agenda. Does anybody this evening wish to address the City Council? Okay. Moving then to item number 7, which is the Main Street report for this evening. Austin or Joy? I guess Austin's going to handle it.
Good evening, everyone, and happy holidays. I was walking in with Alderman O'Brien tonight, and the snow was lightly falling, and I drove down Wilson Street and saw the Christmas decorations up, and I just have to echo his comments. Batavia certainly is a beautiful place in the wintertime. So Main Street would like to report that during the last month, 94 Main Street volunteers donated over 257 hours for planning, meetings, programming, and other events in November. November was a fun month, pretty interesting for Main Street. We had the Lighting Up the Town that was actually a suggestion by a couple of property owners, and everybody in this room really jumped on board with it. It was a spectacular event. We had 18 different families and groups adopt over 25 Christmas trees, 25 groups of businesses, 18 families and 25 groups of businesses, and 40 individual volunteers who came out to string lights and decorate the trees in November. Several other community groups donated time through the last 2 weeks to decorate even more. So a big thank you on behalf of Main Street and all the citizens of Batavia to those who came out and volunteered. Also a big thank you to our tree provider, which was Marmion Academy Farms, who came out and donated all the trees this year for a cause. So talk about a great win-win relationship with the community, the businesses, the people, and then Marmion getting together and donating their time and efforts to light up our town. Crowds also came out for the December Artisan Collective, which was tremendously successful last Thursday at Water Street Studios. There were 26 artists with handmade original works for purchase, and the Rotolo Strings group that played Thriller at Batfest also came out, and they performed once again. This time they featured music from Journey while simultaneously beatboxing, which I didn't get to see, but I heard was pretty awesome. So thank you, big thank you to go out to the Rotolo group, and also congrats to our state champion Bulldogs. It was great to see everybody come out to River Street in the Celebration of Lights event. And everybody's so proud of their Batavia Crimson and Gold. So congrats again to the state champion football team. Looking ahead, as you know, we teamed up with Batavia High School students to create the next 3 banners for our downtown. Over 30 designs were submitted. The public voted for their favorites on Facebook. Then the Facebook likes combined with scores from the judging committee determined the 3 winners. I had the pleasure of being on the judging committee, which was just spectacular, and I have to say we had a tremendous amount of unbelievable talented applications. Our high school art program is putting out some amazing artists that we should be very proud of as a community. We would like to acknowledge the winners today with a token of our appreciation, and Joy's going to come up as we do this, and we're going to call up each one of the winners. So the winning banners will be displayed on Wilson Street and Batavia Avenue throughout the 2014 and 2015 seasons. So we have 3 winners. The categories were spring, summer, and fall for banners. So we'd like to have the spring, summer, and fall winners come up. The spring banner winner is Hunter Knott. Hunter, are you here? Please come on up. The summer banner winner was Brooke Belair. Brooke, if you're here, come on up. And the fall banner winner is Cassie Sikta. Please come on up. Now if we can get all 3 of you guys together, that would be great. All right, 1, 2, 3. Congratulations once again, guys. Excellent work. Batavia Main Street was so impressed with the submissions this year that myself, too, being impressed that Batavia Enterprises has agreed to award the 3 runners-up with banners of their own, which will be on display through the spring, the summer, and the fall season at the Batavia Plaza Shopping Center and as well at the Flynn Street parking lot. So on behalf of a combination of Batavia Main Street and Batavia Enterprises, we'd like to bring up the runners-up who will also have their banners on display. Our spring banner winner was Ken Ryan. Ken, if you'd come up. Our summer winner was Colby Green. Colby, if you'd come up. No Colby. Congratulations, Colby. And our fall winner is Lauren Tolios, maybe? So congratulations, and I think you guys can agree as we drive around town during these 3 seasons and see the banners. This is our own Batavia artist from our high school putting this stuff up, and it's spectacular. Hopefully everybody had a chance to vote on the Facebook site, but again, congratulations to all 6 who had their, who had their banners and will have their banners on display. So we're just, in closing, we're just so lucky to have such a talented community, and as always, if you're interested in contacting Main Street, you can reach us at 630-761-3528 or at our website, www.downtownbatavia.com. Thank you very much. Happy holidays.
Thank you, Austin. Certainly, on behalf of the City Council, I want to thank and commend each and every one of the banner winners. Not only is your artwork going to certainly add a lot of flavor and color and excitement to our downtown area, but certainly the mere fact that you are all Batavia residents and people who are concerned about the community and want to see it grow, and you're kind of the future leaders, and someday some of you may be sitting here on the City Council and will be hopefully contributing to what will hopefully continue to be major moves forward in downtown Batavia. So I just want to thank each and every one of you on behalf of the City Council for really an outstanding effort, and thank the Main Street organization for sponsoring this and bringing this together, because I think this is an exciting display of talent in our community that many people are going to ooh and ah about in a very favorable nature in the days ahead, and certainly it really begins for Batavia to kind of pound its chest and show the world what really great talent and organizations we have in this town that are all working in tandem to bring the community together to new heights of achievement. So thank you all very, very much for what you've done. Okay, moving then to item number 8, which is the administrator's report. Mr. McGrath?
Thanks, Mayor. I'll keep it very brief. I wanted to just extend some, thanks to the Public Works guys who have been doing a really nice job with some really uncertain weather conditions, and I think that'll continue through the weeks, but I think they've done a really nice job, especially out in the neighborhoods. Secondly, I wanted to let the City Council know that as part of Metro West, we have a legislative committee, and for the last several years, we've had a legislative breakfast early on in the year where we invite the state senators and state representatives who represent all of the municipalities who are in Metro West, which is now 30 different municipalities. We have a breakfast, we present our legislative agenda and have them respond to that and ask them some questions. Because so many people work during the day, this year they decided to try and have a dinner. So we will send a registration form out to you. That dinner is going to be on Thursday, January 9th at the Gaslight Manor in Aurora at 5:30 p.m. And so I'll give you more details in the mail, but I hope you can make it. I think it's a good time. I think it's effective for the legislators to see people who are interested in them and interested in the Metro West legislative agenda, which we'll also send out. Lastly, we're still working on the redevelopment agreement on Walgreens, and as we said in a memo earlier, we should have it in good shape for the January 6th City Council meeting. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Any questions of the administrator? Thank you.
Oh, Mayor, I had one other thing that we talked about today. I'm sorry. Maybe you want to talk about it, the invitation we received today to join the Taxpayers Coalition.
Well, why don't you do that one?
Well, there was the Supreme Court case related to the RTA and this mechanism by which municipal sales tax was diverted into some other municipalities, Kankakee and Plainfield being the major players. Well,
Shanahan, not Kankakee.
and Shanahan.
Not Plainfield.
Well, Plainfield is does it.
Oh, okay.
I think Plainfield is in the American Airlines fuel issue. In any event, the Supreme Court did find that there was some ruled in favor of the RTA, and now the RTA has invited all the municipalities to join with them to approach Governor Quinn and the legislature to see if they can make sure that they pass some legislation in the next round that may even go back and try and get some back reimbursement for some of the money that's been paid, but certainly to make sure that the will of the Supreme Court is put into law. So we can't take action on it tonight, but I'm sure you'll be interested in that. The mayor, I think, intends to let the RTA know that we would like to be part of that movement. We have to do it by Thursday. So if anybody has some objections to that, we can send out the letter tomorrow, and you can just call the mayor. Doesn't cost anything. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, committee reports, so Community Development, Alderman Brown.
Thank you, Your Honor. Plan Commission for this coming Wednesday has been canceled, so the last scheduled meeting for the City Council will be tomorrow night, which is December 17th. That's the JCAL meeting. On that agenda for CDC is zoning code amendments and some further Walgreens discussion. That's all I have.
Public Utilities, Alderman Stark.
According to this calendar, there's not much on the agenda for public utilities. He said Stark, but
He did.
I
I was very worried for a minute.
They rhyme.
They do. There's a bunch of us rhyming.
I thought maybe I heard it wrong. But anyway, nothing is on the agenda for the next several meetings for public utilities anyway, so I think that's all I have to report. Thank you.
Thank you. City Services, Alderman Wolf.
I have nothing on the next two JCOs. I did want to report that from the Tri-City Ambulance meeting that I'm on the board with the mayor, the amount from Tri-City Ambulance should be less this year, and that is a pass-through on our tax bills for the Tri-City Ambulance. The levy is actually less this year than last year's. When that happens, I'd like to be able to report that.
Okay, Government Services, Alderman Sparks.
Thank you, Your Honor. There's two items on the JCAL meeting tomorrow, December 17th. One is termination of the Old Main Street SSA, and the second one is the community garden update. That's all I have. Thank you.
We have any other business from anybody? Okay, let's move then to item number 11, which is ordinance 13-44, the 2013 tax levy. Alderman Sparks?
I don't have anything.
You don't have that?
I don't have any information on it except for what's on the website, so I thought we were going to get a presentation or.
Bill, are you doing anything on the tax levy?
The presentation was made,
Right.
I believe 2 meetings ago. I can probably make a presentation now.
It was made in a JCAL.
You didn't make the motion.
I didn't bring a handout with me, but I'm sure we can get the exact information from the website with the dollar amount. There was no increase in the tax levy for our general tax levy. Our debt service levy will go up slightly. That's an automatic levy by the county. We don't actually include that amount in the ordinance. We only levy for corporate taxes and fire and police pension. And there was no increase in that from last year, so it's for the same amount. So we would just need to call for passage of that ordinance. I can pull up the, do you have access to it or for the amount?
It's ordinance 13-44, the 2013 tax levy. What are you asking on it?
Just for approval of that ordinance as it's presented.
Okay, I make a motion that we approve ordinance 13-44, the 2013 tax levy.
Second. Moved by Alderman Sparks, second by Alderman O'Brien for the approval of ordinance 13-44, the 2013 tax levy. Any discussion? Clerk call the roll.
Sparks.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Callahan. Homan. Sam.
Aye.
Vasilian. Saron. McFadden.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Clark. Atak.
Aye.
Stark.
Aye.
Transit. Wolf.
Aye.
Ordinance 13-44 is approved with 14 yes, no nos, none absent. Moving to item number 12, which is ordinance 13-45, the 2013 Special Service Area 30 tax levy. Alderman Sparks, do you have that one?
Thank you, Your Honor. Did you want to say anything on this while you're?
Sure. This is for a special service area for a detention area where the city does the maintenance on it, and we are levying $6,000 to cover the cost of that, to be paid by the homeowners in that area. So if you'd call for passage of that special service area levy. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, move we pass ordinance 13-45, the 2013 SSA 30 tax levy.
Moved by Alderman Sparks, second by Alderman O'Brien for the approval of ordinance 13-45, the 2013 SSA 30 tax levy. Any discussion? Clerk call the roll.
Sparks.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Callahan. Homan. Sam.
Aye.
Vasilian.
Aye.
Saron. McFadden.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Clark. Atak.
Aye.
Stark.
Aye.
Transit.
Aye.
Wolf.
Aye.
Ordinance 13-45 is approved, 14 yes, no nos, none absent. Moving to item number 13, which is Resolution 13-149-R, authorizing power sales agreement with Rubicon Technologies. Alderman Clark, do you have this?
Yes, thank you. The City of Batavia entered into a master services agreement with Rubicon in 2010 as part of an incentive package to have them relocate their business here. So part of that deal is that they get market-based cost on their power because they are new power. That agreement went through 2010, 11, 12, and 13. So this agreement going forward is for 2014 only, a one-year agreement. Rubicon went out and got prices. We went out and got indicative price quotes also for comparison purposes. And we are going to move forward with this agreement. So this agreement, we will service Rubicon with a portion of our Prairie State allotment. So we recommend that I make a motion to approve Resolution 13-149R, approving, authorizing the mayor to execute a power sales agreement with Rubicon Technology for the calendar year 2014 for a total amount not to exceed $1,500,000.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Clark, second by Alderman Stark for the approval of Resolution 13-149-R. Any discussion? Clerk call the roll.
Clark.
Aye.
Atak.
Aye.
Stark.
Aye.
Transit. Wolf.
Aye.
Sparks.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Callahan. Homan. Sam.
Aye.
Vasilian.
Aye.
Saron. McFadden.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Resolution 13-149-R is approved, 14 yes, no nos, none absent. Moving to item 14, which is approval of the Water Street Studios forgivable loan. Alderman Sparks, do you have this?
Thank you, Your Honor. The background on this is in 2009 by ordinance 09-10, the City Council authorized a forgivable loan in the amount of $85,000 to Batavia Enterprise to establish the new Batavia Arts Center, which is called Water Street Studios. This concept was used to create affordable work and gallery space for up to 25 artists to promote the arts within the community. It has been a very successful program. It is a 100% occupancy rate for ever, I think. That occupancy rate of 100% lets them get a forgivable loan in the amount of $8,500 for the years 2013 and 2012. I move that we approve the Art Center forgivable loan. That's it.
Moved by Alderman Sparks, second by Alderman Clark for the approval of the motion for the approving the forgivable loan portion for the Water Street Studios. Any discussion? Very good program. Clerk, call the roll.
Sparks.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Callahan.
Aye.
Homan.
Aye.
Sam.
Aye.
Vasilian.
I recuse myself.
Saron. McFadden.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Clark. Atak.
Aye.
Stark.
Aye.
Chanzit.
Aye.
Wolf.
Aye.
Motion's approved, 13 yes, no no's, 1 abstention. Okay, moving to item number 15, which is seeking approval for Batavia Access Fireworks Permit for December 31st. Just a brief outline of what's happening here. First, as one of the community historians, I pointed out that this New Year's Eve is kind of a unique event in the history of Batavia, given the fact that Christopher Columbus Payne came here in 1833, but he didn't stay. And so there's some people say, well, Batavia was founded in 1833. Well, he stayed, looked around, but then he left because of the Black Hawk Indian War and went back to Naperville for the year. And then he came back the next year in 1834 and built a cabin and stayed. So there's long been in Batavia historical argument as to what is the founding year. Is it 1833 or 1834? Who cares? But at the end of the day here, midnight of this year, I think we can best describe as the 180th birthday of the city of Batavia. So what we thought with Access was doing something that we could commemorate the 180th birthday of the Batavia community. Along comes our friends at the Batavia Fireworks Committee, and they thought maybe we could fire off a small fireworks display. Now, we did this in 2000 for the millennium, and we're restricted as to the size of the fireworks. They have to be of smaller size, and they don't go up as high and whatever have you. So we are meeting tomorrow with Melrose Fireworks Company to have a discussion as to whether or not where they think we could fire these that would be safe, and we think we can come up with a spot. But the deal would be that the Batavia Fireworks Committee, the cost of the fireworks show would be about $3,000, and the Batavia Fireworks Committee would contribute $1,000, and we have the money in the Batavia Access account to cover the remainder of the show and basically celebrating the birthday. Now, we've used that money over the years specifically to commemorate specific events. The last one we did was in 2011 for the 10th anniversary of the 911 event. If you may remember, we lit the 2,343 candles or whatever it was out here on the Riverwalk and had the brief party. So the Batavia Community Band, which all of you know has been formed, is willing to say that they would come down and play a few tunes, but the consensus of this is that we can't wait till midnight to fire this off because we want to make this a kind of a family event and not have it be some kind of a, midnight affair. So the idea is to do this at 9 o'clock at night. We're thinking the band's going to play 4 or 5 songs outside at the Peg Bond Center. We'll fire the fireworks, and by 9:20 or 9:30, anybody that wants to can go back home. I mean, it'll be a nice event to bring the kids to, and, hopefully some of them will remember when Batavia celebrated its 180th birthday. And we're the first city in Kane County that has the ability to celebrate that milestone. So I think it is something we should not disagree with. We need a motion for the approval of a fireworks permit and use of city property for firing the fireworks, and also for the expenditure of up to $2,000 from the Batavia Access Funds to cover the portion of the fireworks not being covered by the Fireworks Committee.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderman Stark, second by Alderman Wolf. Any discussion?
I would just like to say that as part of the activities that are going downtown that night, a lot of our restaurants are going to be doing family events and family celebrations and I believe family buffets. So it's, I believe, a great time for families to come down, eat dinner, watch the fireworks, and go home and go to bed.
Right. The whole idea of this thing is to make it family-friendly and not keep everybody down here yawning at midnight, but do it so it's conducive for families to attend. That's the idea of what we're trying to do. So if you have somebody say to you, why don't you wait till midnight and do it upright? Well, this isn't the millennium, and we're trying to be more cooperative. Roger Bryce is in the audience, and he oversaw that millennium event, and I remember it was at 9 or 10 o'clock, we had to have we had to fire a pre-show, because you got a lot of people that said, well, I want my kids to see this, but I'm not keeping them up to midnight. So we did a test firing, as I remember, at 9 o'clock or something on New Year's Eve that night, too. So,
And we'll be serving hot chocolate, and we'll have a 50-50 raffle, so there'll be some things going on during the half hour that people are out standing out in the cold.
so if you all vote for this, I want to go on record as encouraging all of our citizens to come on down and attend, and it's going to be short, but I think could be kind of an interesting and fun-filled and memorable evening. So we have a motion and second on the floor for the approval of the fireworks program for the 180th birthday celebration on New Year's Eve in cooperation with Batavia Access and the Batavia Fireworks Committee. Clerk, call the roll.
Stark,
Aye.
Jansit.
Aye.
Wolf.
Aye.
Sparks.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Callahan.
Aye.
Homan. Sam.
Aye.
Vasilian.
Aye.
Saron.
Aye.
McFadden.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Clark.
Aye.
Atack.
Aye.
Motion's approved, 14 yes, no nos, none absent. Okay, I guess the next thing is that we're going to have a motion for executive session for the discussion of the purchase and sale of electrical power. Alderman Clark, do you want to make that?
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion by Alderman Clark, second by Alderman Stark, that we enter executive session for the purposes of discussing the purchase and sale of electrical power. I'm not anticipating, Bill, we're going to have any action following this executive session, is that? No. So clerk, call the roll on the motion for executive session.
Clark.
Aye.
Atack.
Aye.
Stark.
Aye.
Jansit.
Aye.
Wolf.
Aye.
Sparks.
No.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Callahan.
Aye.
Homan. Sam.
Aye.
Vasilian.
Aye.
Saron.
Aye.
McFadden.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Motion for executive session is approved, 13 yes, 1 no, none absent.